Happy Valentine's Day. How was your Valentine's? Now, I know a lot of you might have had trouble today for Valentine's Day because you feel like you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get the message from your specific person, or you got a message, it wasn't what you wanted. It was just like, Happy Valentine's, and you're like, is that it? Or you didn't get a gift, or you're with your person and they didn't turn up right on the day, or they took you on a crummy date, or there's no specific person at all, or you don't even have a specific person in mind. In this laws lesson, I'm going to focus on Valentine's Day specifically and what to do in circumstances like this. And you've also got to understand that you manifested whatever happened today. So guys, in the love challenge happening right now in the squad, I just dropped a video about Valentine's Day and what to do if it was crummy, okay? And I want to really talk about that more here and really focus on what you guys are focusing on right now. And I go into this in great length in the video I just dropped in the Month of Love Challenge. So the Month of Love Challenge is on right now in my Subconscious Laws Squad, my private monthly coaching group on Facebook. It's only $50 a month and you can join the challenge right now. And if you come in now, you'll also get the start of the Neville Made Easy course, which is starting on the 1st of March, okay? Which is all about Neville, Goddard and Law of Assumption. And it's a really great 2-month course to teach you all about the law. Now, I want to focus on in this lesson. In that lesson, I focus on like if something bad happened, but I also want you to really understand about a bridge of incidents or if something didn't go well right now, okay? If your Valentine's Day didn't turn out the way you want, what does that mean to you? Like, give me some answers here in the live. What does it mean to you right now that your Valentine's didn't go the way you wanted? So who here didn't have a Valentine's Day the way they wanted? What meaning are you giving it? Are you thinking that means your person doesn't love you? Are you thinking that means they don't care? Are you thinking that means they don't want to talk to you? Are you thinking that means they never come back? You didn't think it would go good. Yes, if it didn't go good, you'd be thinking it didn't go good. What were you thinking? I felt like something is wrong with me, that I'm not with someone. Right. Okay. Anyone else got anything else? Nothing, because we had the rest of our lives together. Good answer. In my mind, the Valentine's Day happened. Okay, so in your mind, it happened the way you wanted. That I just need to focus on me, honestly. Okay, old 3D playing out, haven't changed the story of SP. I've just seen it as a day. Well, great. These answers are great. Only one of you was really honest with me. Guys, listen. I know that these kind of days can be really tough. And I know that they have meaning for you. But if you can do what people are saying here, that it's a part of the bridge of incidents leading to your manifestation, or you know that it's just a day, or you're living in your mind loved up with your SP and you can ignore this day and not care about what happens this day, great. But some of you can't do that. And some of you are doing what I've just read here, which is thinking that you did something wrong because you're not with someone, or I didn't get contact, so text him, but nothing to do with V-Day. I was annoyed with myself. Okay, so you could have taken action and then got annoyed at yourself. So some of you might not have got the text, then thought, well, I'm going to message him Happy Valentine's Day. And either you get a Valentine's text back that's not what you want, like Happy V-Day, and you go, is that it? Or you don't get anything, and then you kick yourself for the action you took. Guys, it doesn't matter if you took action and you feel like you fucked up. It doesn't matter if nothing happened today. It doesn't matter if your person isn't back. It doesn't matter if the way they turned up isn't exactly the way you want. You didn't get the gift you wanted. You didn't get the date you wanted. It doesn't matter. What happens today does not matter. When a manifestation coach says to you, circumstances don't matter, that means all circumstances, including today, including days that mean something to you, or your birthday, or Christmas, or a day that's important in your mind. If you were together in a year's time with your specific person, would the fact that you didn't spend this Valentine's Day together matter? It only matters if you think it matters. If you got to the end of this year and you were together, you were happily, blissfully engaged, would you give a shit about Valentine's Day today not being the way you wanted? You wouldn't. And that's how you have to be right now. I need you to understand that when we say circumstances don't matter, that's the attitude you have to have. Like, it doesn't matter because we're together in my mind. It doesn't matter because I'm going to the end. It doesn't matter because in the end, we will end up together. And you've got to think to yourself, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what they said. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what happened or what's happening, I'm still going to be at this end, at the end of the year or whenever. I'm still getting what I want. I'm still going to be in this new reality at some point. But to get to that new reality, you need to be in that new reality in your mind now. You need to be looking at the reality you're seeing now and not allowing it to throw you and persist to get to that end. But it's very hard to persist to get to that end if you're allowing this 3D to throw you and you think it means you're not loved, if you think it means you don't matter to them, if you think it means that there's something wrong with you because you're not with anybody and you're alone today, you think it means that they're never going to show up right because they showed up like a dick today. Whatever you think it means is what it will actually mean. But you've got to get past this reality happening now to get to the end. It doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what you did. It doesn't matter what they did, what they said, what gift you got, what they didn't do or did do. It doesn't matter. Are you guys getting that? If you really think, my God, if I was together with him in a year, her in a year, would it matter what happened today? No. It doesn't fucking matter. But some of you get so fucking thrown or get so upset. And then what you do is what I talk about in the video, which is you stay in this current reality and you think it means something. And then what do? What do you guys then do? Tell me what you do to fuck it up. If your person didn't send you a text back, you sent one out. What do some of you do that really fucks it up? Loz, I love your content. Blah, 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 blah. You get triggered. Yes, you react. Yes. You react. So if you're reacting to this current reality that you don't want, that you really think matters, aren't you reacting to the old reality you don't want? Aren't you reacting to the old them coming from the place of the old you? Aren't you going to stay in this old reality you don't want where you're not loved and you're not wanted and you're not their Valentine? Go to the end. Guys, if you reacted today, either out loud in the 3D, like sending a text back saying, well, I obviously don't matter to you. Or you reacted in your mind, oh, I sent him a text and all I got back was happy V-Day, or he didn't say babe, or he took me on a date and it was a bit crummy, or I got no text today, I didn't hear from them. That's you reacting internally. So you can either be reacting externally, and some of you think, oh, it's okay, I didn't do anything. Yeah, but what were you fucking thinking in here? Some of you aren't getting that. You think, I didn't react. Well, great, babe. But what were you doing in your fucking brain? Oh, I was thinking, I didn't matter to him. He doesn't love me. This is never going to happen. And he doesn't want me. And he doesn't even give a shit to send me a text. Or the text I got back meant he doesn't care. Or he's probably got a third party. And then I went and searched, Tinder to see if there was one. Or whatever. You could think things that then make you act. Or you just thought things. Whatever things you were thinking matter. That's what fucking matters. Now, I know I said at the beginning here, doesn't matter what I think, doesn't matter what I say, doesn't matter what he thinks, doesn't matter what he said. But guys, you've got to understand, you can say it doesn't matter what you think. You can say it doesn't matter that you reacted. But isn't it better if you don't think the bad things? Isn't it better if you don't react? It's a lot better. It's a lot harder to get the genie into the bottle again when it's come out. Some of you go ahead and act like fucking triggered bitches in the 3D and then you think, I just react and clean it up later. Bitch, how's that working for you? The genie is way out the bottle. The guy thinks you're a fucking psychopath for the text you just sent and they don't want to ever talk to you again. Now you've got to really clean that mess up. So if any of you reacted today and you let that genie out the bottle, think about how hard it's going to be for you to get that genie back in the bottle. Now, I could bullshit you and say, just go to the new reality and think it doesn't matter. But how many of you think it doesn't matter when you've reacted? A lot of you really, 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 really think it matters. And you find it hard to not think you're fucked up. How many of you had really bad stories today about what they did or didn't do, or about the fact that you were alone or didn't get what you wanted, and you're not able to change that thinking right now? Don't you think that matters? If you can't change it, guys, you're thinking about the situation, that matters. Because your thinking is what's causing it. Who's not getting this? Because some of you aren't getting that there's a difference between reacting outwardly And you can also react inwardly. And some of you think because you didn't react out loud, you didn't go and send the nasty text, you didn't say, well, I obviously don't matter to you, or because you sat in your house and didn't text them Happy Valentine's Day, you're all sweet. But in your head, whilst you didn't text them, you were thinking, they don't want me. That's why I didn't get a text. What were you really thinking? Be honest with yourself. Now, in the love challenge at the moment, I'm making you guys assess your thinking every single Wednesday of the challenge, because some of you aren't aware of what you're thinking. So a lot of you today think, now I'll be really honest with you because some of you have tricked yourself today. You think because you didn't send them a Happy Valentine's text and you didn't get one from them and you're in no contact, or you broke up, or you're currently together and it's friends with benefits or something and you got nothing, and because you didn't write the nasty text or because you didn't initiate, you're all sweet. But what are you thinking? What are you thinking internally about the situation? You cannot send that text all you like. You cannot initiate all you like. You cannot react outwardly all you like and send the nasty text saying that date wasn't good enough, or you could have at least given me a gift, or you're a crummy boyfriend, or is that all I mean to you? That wasn't a very nice text back, or you didn't even say babe to me. And you can think you're sweet because you didn't act like a triggered bitch out loud. But are you triggered in here? And that's what a lot of you aren't identifying. So if you come and join the Love Challenge right now, you can go back and start at the beginning. It ends at the end of February. And go back and do all of the tasks. There's daily tasks, okay? And get to the Wednesday where we assess the thinking and read what people have written underneath. It's really telling how many people are actually changing their thoughts and how many people aren't. And to keep track of your thinking is what matters here, because how are you going to get to your end if, yeah, it's fine that you don't do things in the 3D and you don't react out loud, but you're still reacting internally. How are you going to get here? You need to be the new you who doesn't react internally. If you were the new you, would you be reacting the way you are, thinking the way you are, thinking that you don't matter to them, thinking they don't care, thinking they don't love you? How are you going to be the girl who's loved over here in the end, who's currently thinking you don't matter to him and he doesn't love you? And you're not lovable and you're not loved by him? How are you going to get to this destination thinking this shit? Some of you really need to assess today what you were thinking, and then you need to understand that's what caused today. So when you go and do the latest video, watch the latest video I just dropped in the squad, you'll understand what I mean by that. Okay? That the way they turned up today is actually because of what you're thinking before, leading up to today, because you manifested that. So there's a two-pronged thing here. What you're thinking about what happened, but then what did you do that caused what happened? That's what I talk about in that video in depth, okay? So guys, I'm going to move on to questions, but if any of you have questions about Valentine's Day, you're struggling right now, you're triggered, I really do recommend you go and join the Month of Love. It's only $50 to join the squad, or we actually have a special on now where you can actually join for a yearly prepaid membership, and if you do that, you pay up front. You only pay $35 a month, plus you get my latest course, Manifest Your Dream Year, for free, but you've got to sign up before the 5th of March. And of course, you'd want to sign up before the 5th of March to get the Love Challenge and to get today's video and all the other videos and all the other tasks. Okay, I'm going back, guys. So any triggers you've had today, Valentine's Day, any ways you're feeling right now, let me know and I can really help you with this, because a lot of you aren't assessing what you're actually thinking that's caused today to be shitty for you. And if you've got a great day with your SP, you've got a rose, you've got a card, you've got new SPs coming in hot, but your old SP isn't, all power to you. Good for you. Looking quite fit, Loz. Oh, thank you, darling. I started feeling sick earlier, but Loz is great medicine. Oh, thank you, darling. Pregnant with twins. SP didn't contact me for 2 months and I spiraled and called, went horribly. Oh, no, darling. Okay, listen. Look, you must have a really huge story that he doesn't want you or the twins, because I'm assuming it's his offspring. What's your story? And why did you feel the need to contact him? And what in you was fearing that it would go horribly subconsciously? You must have had a fear to have even contacted him, because a lot of you trick yourself into thinking, I can contact them, I feel confident, and you fucking don't. And you're bullshitting me when you say, I felt confident, why did it go horribly? Because you were actually subconsciously fearing that they weren't going to contact you. That's why you picked up the phone and contacted them in the first place. If you're really fucking honest with yourself, you'll know that. So if that's the thought you were having about why you had to act the way you did and take that action, which you thought was inspired, it wasn't inspired, it came from fear, then you've got to understand that the fearful circumstance in your mind then created a shitty, horrible thing that went badly afterwards because you were fearful. That's why you contacted him. Why couldn't you just have left it and let him contact you? Why couldn't you assume he'd contact you? You couldn't, because you were actually worried that if it got to the end of the day, he wouldn't have contacted you, which means you had a thought they don't want you. So if they turn up not wanting you after you text, then are you surprised? That's what you were thinking. That's why you texted. So all you need to do, darling, is understand that the only reason that went horribly is because you actually were assuming he didn't want you in the first place. That's why you texted. So the only way he could turn up was acting like he didn't want you. That's why you texted. That's why you did it. Out of fear. You didn't do it out of confidence, I promise you. Because if the outcome is horrible, the thinking was horrible. You understand? So all you need to do now is just retrace your steps in your mind and think, what was I thinking before I made that action, took that action? Own it. Go, okay, well, I was actually fearful that he wouldn't contact me, or I really missed him today, or I thought, don't I mean anything to you? I'm pregnant with your kids. And then you wonder why it went horribly. So now own it. Know that that's what you were thinking, and now think the opposite. He does want me. I matter to him. Our little children matter to him. He wants to be a little family with me. We are a little family. It doesn't matter what's happened. It doesn't matter what I said, what he said, what I did, what he did. We're together now in my mind. Got it? I woke up feeling so good, then old thoughts popped up, so rampaging but didn't spiral. Good, darling. Guys, look, the first step is not reacting out loud. The second step is not reacting in your mind and spiraling. Great. Loz, I was hoping I'd see you. Oh, wonderful. Valentine's Day is every day. Yes, say that, guys. It's just a day. I know we'll have more Valentine's Days to come. Yes, that's a wonderful way to think, guys. You really will. The 3P posted photos of their flowers from SP, but it's okay. Those flowers are so ugly, like, yike. Oh, really? Give that excellent meaning. It's so hard being pregnant and trying to do this. Brooke, you're going to fuck it up. I'm trying to scare the shit out of you because you're not understanding what you're doing wrong here. You've got a real fucking story that he doesn't want you or your babies, so he won't. Have I scared you enough? That's why he's turning up the way he is. Stop fucking thinking that. If you're in the fucking squad, Brooke, then start getting your head right. You aren't doing the work. Are you letting the hormones go to your fucking brain? How bad do you want this? Do the fucking work, Brooke. You're disappointing me. Do you believe coaching will speed things up? Yeah, but guys, you've got to do the work. I can coach you all you like, but you have to fucking play the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can do coaching all you like, guys, but you've got to find the coach that actually knows what the fuck they're doing, and there's a gazillion of them that don't. And then you've actually got to do the work. I'm not the Wizard of Oz. I can just give you the information. I can uncover for you what the fuck you're doing wrong, Nat, yes. But you've got to do the work, guys. You didn't think it would be good. Yeah, guys, if you didn't think it would be good today, it won't be good. Nothing, because we all have the rest of our lives together. Love that. And guys, I've read these already. How long should it take? Oh, don't answer those kind of questions, guys. How long do you think it's going to take? That's how long it will fucking take. Guys, if you're worried about time and you actually think I can fundamentally give you an answer, I'm really sorry that you're falling for fuckwits who are saying to you, I'm the coach who can make you manifest your specific person in 48 hours. Then you get to the end of the course that you bought from them and you read the terms and conditions that say, I can't guarantee you anything. And then you think, oh, fuck, this bitch has just ripped me off. You're going to fall for those scam artists, darling, with that kind of question. It takes as long as it takes for you to convince your subconscious mind that it's true. Have you? No? Well, no coach can fix that for you. I'm so amazing, and he's fumbling the bag. I love that expression. Guys, look, you can say they're fumbling the bag, but in another way, think about that also. That also implies that you're not together. So sometimes think about what you're saying. It depends what meaning you're giving it. You could be like, you're really fumbling the bag, dude. To lose me, you lose. You lose me, you lose. That's great, but then aren't you lost? Haven't you been lost by them if you're thinking that? So dealing with old SP that is going crazy over me. Oh, really? I had that on my birthday last year, and I was just like, you're not the person I want taking me out for my birthday, but all right. It's the middle of the week. Yes, guys. It's just the middle of the week. I think I'm in the indifferent state. Good, guys. Starting off amazing, then old story played out again and got cold behaviour. Guys, look, I know that it can start out good, but you've got to think, okay, if you started getting cold behaviour, what were you fearfully thinking between the good behaviour and the cold behaviour? It says that. Change it. I was manifesting my SP and he randomly blocked me. What do you mean you're manifesting him? Amy, you don't sound like you've watched me before. I don't talk about manifesting them. I talk about changing you because they're reflecting you. Are you doing that? You're probably not. And you're probably giving them the fucking telepathic ick with all this manifesting you're doing of them, are you? Because you've been watching complete fucktards who don't know how to teach this. Have you watched me before? please go and do all my free shit. Go to my subconsciousoz.com website, do the Everything You've Learned About Manifesting is Wrong mini course because you need to do it stat because you sound fucking lost and that's why you got blocked. And then come and join the squad if you can for $50 or join the yearly squad and come and do the love challenge right now. I did get a rose and free sunglasses. Oh, wonderful. I feel like I'm starting to give up after doing all the challenges, but it's okay. Guys, look. You can give up if you really want, but you've got to understand you're only going to manifest the reality you're now in, which is the reality where you think you need to give up. So you'll manifest a reality where it won't work out because you've got an assumption it won't work out. That's why you're giving up. So that's all you'll manifest. You're just manifesting what you're assuming. So if you're assuming you have to give up, then you're going to manifest having to give up. Loz, I have a good friend of mine watching with me first with not a clue. Can you summarize? Also love. What are you saying, Sam? Love. Where's the rest of it? Okay, Sam's friend who doesn't have a fucking clue. You manifest what you are, right? So if you are a person who thinks right now that your specific person, the person you love, doesn't want you, then they won't. I know that sounds really fundamentally simple, but everyone in your reality is simply reflecting your dominant assumptions about yourself, them, and the situation. If you don't change your assumptions, the things that came from childhood that made you the you are, like thinking you're not good enough and then third parties come along, or thinking you're not lovable because you didn't get love as a kid, or thinking you're not going to be prioritized by your specific person because your dad was an alcoholic or something, and you don't change that fundamental thinking about yourself, then you're going to think those thoughts about your person, they're going to reflect those thoughts, and you're going to end up in the same love patterns for the rest of your fucking life until you wake up and realize you're the one doing it and you've been doing it all along and they can only reflect you like a mirror. Okay? I want my husband of 23 plus years back. What do? You stop thinking he's not with you and you stop saying you want him back and you start imagining you're back together and you figure out what dumb shit you were thinking for the last part of the 23 years that caused him to leave. And then you change all that thinking. You've got to work on the self-concept issues that you started to have in your mind or the shit you started doing in the 3D that pushed him away and made him leave. What were they? Change them. I thought it was the end state and manifested to hear from him today, but didn't. Advice? Guys, look, if you didn't manifest what you wanted today, you've got to understand it's just a fucking day. And what were you doing that caused it not to manifest? That's what you've got to work out and don't be thrown by it. It's just a day. Hi, Sarah. Can the new story and old story play out in the same day? Yeah, you could have them turning up great and then you fuck it with your brain. You go back to the old story again. Absolutely, guys. Why do you think people get their specific person back and then lose them within weeks? Their old story came back. They didn't really change themselves. That's why I started my account, because I was watching too many dumb bitches doing that. I decided it's not a biggie anymore. Well, okay, good. Love you, Loz. Oh, bye-bye, Daddy. That's good. I'm so proud. I had a good day for myself because I'm special and started to really see it. Oh, good, darling. Good. I love Valentine's Day. I think just the missing thoughts creeped up. Guys, look, you've got to really own if today didn't go well for you, what were you subconsciously thinking? When you really, really sit and ponder that, you'll understand why today went the way it did and you'll know how to change it because all you need to do is change those thoughts to favourable ones. It just matters what you think. Exactly, darling. Special circumstance where SP lost his son 1 year ago today and feels guilty and I feel blamed. Why do you feel blamed? Why? Unless you were the one who pushed him off a cliff or something, how is it your fault? What are you on about? Guys, if you've got a story that today is like the worst day of their lives, it'll be the worst day of their lives, darling. Give them compassion and empathy in your mind today and imagine that you're there and you're their soft place to land and you're their shoulder to cry on and they love being with you today. But you've got a story that today's all fucked, so it'll be all fucked. Hi, Loz. I think I answered this, but I want to hear again from you. Any suggestions on intrusive thoughts? Intrusive thoughts are just thoughts that I have answered this so many fucking times and you've been on so many of my lives and you're seriously writing the word intrusive thoughts. They're just thoughts that you think intrude on you because they're negative. What are you on about? It's just another day. You're indifferent. Good. How do I stop being triggered by the old story? Guys, you've got to be the new you. And you've got to think new thoughts of them. Guys, you've got to understand you're the painter of the painting. Your SP is just a blank canvas and you've painted them. How have you painted them? As a player, as a guy who wants other girls, as a guy who doesn't want you, as a girl who's non-committal, as a girl who wants to fuck around, as a guy who breaks your heart, as a person who's abusive? How are you painting the painting of your specific person? You've got to own that every brush stroke and every colour came from you. You are holding the fucking brush and the only way they're going to look different on that canvas is if you paint them different. It's that simple, guys. And a lot of you are painting a whole lot of shitty paintings of SPs. Oh, he's a player and he wants other girls and he doesn't want me and I don't mean anything to him and he doesn't care and she doesn't want to commit to me and she thinks I fucked up everything and she hates me and she won't talk to me and I don't matter to her. Ta-da! How's that painting going to look? That's how they're showing up. Throw that canvas away. Paint a new one, please. They love me. They want me. I matter to them. I'm their whole world. Valentine's Day is the most important day for them to show me that they love me, but they show me they love me every day. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't fuck anything up. They forgive me for whatever happened and we're back and blissfully happy and back and better than ever. New reality, new SP, new focus that you're going to focus on because the old SP that you created, that canvas, you threw away and you're only focusing on this one that you painted. Are you getting this, guys? If you don't, come and join the Love Challenge right now because so many of you are painting fucking versions of your specific person on that canvas that are all kinds of shitty and you're wondering why your Valentine's Day went down the goddamn toilet. I did spend the day with him in my beautiful imagination. Wonderful, darling. Hey, let's have you. I'm great, darling. I was manifesting SP and he blocked me randomly during us not speaking. I don't know what to do. Darling, what were you thinking during the blocking? What were you fearing? That's why he blocked you. Figure it out. Go and watch all my content. You're very lost. I already told you this at the beginning and now you're coming back and asking me the same question again and you didn't listen to what I said the first time. This is what I told myself all day, Loz. It makes me feel good, so much better than I used to be. Good, guys, good. This live is so powerful. Oh, good. Thank you, darling. Felt good today. Received some lovely cards from family. 3D didn't matter today. I am his forever. That's wonderful, darling. Only circumstances matter is death. Realising that helps so much. Yes, guys. It's the only circumstance you can't change. Unless you manage to come back from the dead. I mean, you're still here, but your body isn't. Lois, I love your content. Can you please just throw a quick summary of people that are insecure in what? The belief. So if you're insecure in the belief of your new reality, you've got to get secure in it. Right? Like, guys, think about how you would be secure in a new hobby. Like, if you were doing skydiving, the first couple of times you did it, you'd be shit scared jumping out the plane. But if you did it 100 times, you feel very secure and be flipping around, doing all sorts of shit and only pulling the parachute at the last minute. You feel secure. But you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over to feel secure. A lot of you don't understand that the repetition of these new thoughts and you going back to the new story is what you need to then feel secure, to then believe it's true, to then believe in the new reality. Live there as much as possible, then you'll believe it, okay? Start thinking negative thoughts. Well, stop doing that, darling. Lois, what should you say when someone asks if you're single in a relationship you have an SP? Guys, you just say whatever. It doesn't really matter what you say out loud. Oh, yeah, we're not together. And in your mind, oh, we're so blissfully, happily married. It doesn't matter what you say out loud. Or there is someone. None of your business. Say whatever you want, guys. We react and spiral. Yes, well, please stop doing that. I did a lot of visualizations today and just cried, but I affirmed the new story and self-concept through it. Good, guys. Well, you don't want to sit there crying all fucking day, but go on script, pick up your journal today, really go hardcore today, guys, if your thoughts are in the fucking shitter, okay? Today of all days, especially. What you are aware of is what you will experience. Exactly, guys. I start going back to the old story and feeling even worse. Well, then you're fucking it, Courtney. I always used to poke the 3D like that do stuff meme. Stop that, please. Yes, react. It's almost coming from emotion and insecurity. It's always coming from emotion and insecurity, guys. But before the emotion are the insecure thoughts that are causing the emotion, okay? Instead of reacting, I wore a tiara all day to remind myself I'm a queen. Oh, I love that, darling. What a great idea. Brilliant. I almost spiraled today, and then I remembered I manifested this. Exactly, guys. If you can own that you manifested it, this is so much fucking easier, and then you can change it. If you don't know how to change it, guys, please come and join the Love Challenge in the squad. It will really fucking help you right now. I bought me flowers, made me and the kids an amazing dinner with chocolate strawberries for dessert. Oh, wonderful, Tiffany. Yeah, guys, and really focus on you today. Give yourself some me time, please. I was doing great until this very moment, a little wobbly. Well, I'm glad I fucked it all up for you. It's my fault, is it? Guys. Get your mind right, please. Going on a trip with SP, but there is a third-party advice on how I should ask on this trip. I should ask. Or are you saying act? Guys, I can't tell you what to ask or how to act. I just tell you what to think. What are you thinking? That they want the third party, that they don't want you, that... What are you thinking? My SP literally looked like he was being hostage by a third party on Valentine's, like blink if you need help. Going right to the end. Good, guys, good. Love it. If I started to think badly, I quickly redirected myself. I did good. Oh, good, darling. Good. What's this? The if he wanted to, he would crowd was so loud today. Guys, look. I feel very sad that that's still being taught, that people aren't understanding this. I had an argument with someone on YouTube yesterday who was saying circumstances do matter, and I thought they said circumstances don't matter, you got your video wrong. I said, yeah, I said they don't matter. And then I realised they were trying to argue with me and saying they do matter. And I said, mate, just sorry, this is a manifestation channel. We teach circumstances don't matter. If you don't want to learn that, there's no point us having this conversation. And he went, oh. Right? The people who are teaching, if you wanted to, he would, don't really want to have this conversation that it's about them and coming from them and it's all their I amness that's reacting, that's reflecting out that he doesn't want them. So they're going to experience in their reality a whole lot of guys who don't want to. So they're not going to get it, and every guy's not going to want them until one day maybe they come on one of my lives and the penny drops and they realise they have an assumption that he doesn't want them, so he won't. But I can't teach these fuckers because they're so ensconced in all this bad dating coaching that they just believe that. And so they honestly believe the person doesn't want them because that person's making that choice. They've got an assumption they don't want them. That's why they're like that. But you can't tell people. They have to experience it and really get this themselves. I can tell people till they're blue in the face, but until they're ready to learn, they won't listen. So who's outside? I've had a great day and we spoke a few times. Lots of great movement. Ah, good, darling, good. V-Day only made me continue being in the new state. Good, darling, good. I'm trying to bring my, what? Girls on board. Okay, good, Sam. I've been telling myself he's a guy and he doesn't give a shit about this day, lol. He loves me. Guys, they really don't. And especially if you're in countries like Australia where it really doesn't mean a hell of a lot. Like in America, I know it means a lot, but in Australia, most people don't give a shit. Okay, so just give it the meaning. Like they didn't even realise it was Valentine's Day. It doesn't mean anything about you. You know what I mean? Sorry, people trying to go live with me. I've been telling him, oh, yeah, good. Back on the beam. Good, darling. I just not understanding. We are, yes. If you don't realise you're thinking shit until it shows up in your 3D, yes, guys, you don't realise that sometimes. I look at this as part of the bridge. Grateful I have time to become my best. That's a great way to look at it, darling. You've got time to become your best. Doesn't matter what's happening now. It's a bridge to get you to where you want to be. All day yesterday, I said, he'll invite me over. No worries. And he did. I just got home. Great night. Leslie, wonderful. You manifested that. What's this? Do you have examples of in affairs where manifested the men to be their husbands? Not very many, darling, because most girls who get in affairs with guys have got a really strong story. They're not chosen. That's why they chose a totally unchoosable person. And most of the time, those men leave their wives and then go and fuck someone else. Has that scared you enough, Nina? Sorry. What thoughts are you having about yourself that you can't be the chosen girl? Now, of course, you can manifest them leaving their wife and loving you and choosing you. But the fact that you chose an unchoosable person from the very start, and a lot of people won't want to hear this in the manifestation community and think I'm saying you can't manifest them. Of course you fucking can, but them, the person you have manifested, is reflecting your shitty story about yourself. So what's your shitty story about yourself? And the only way you can change the story of them is to change the story of you. So Nina, how did you get yourself in that situation? And most people won't want to hear that because it sounds like I'm saying you can't be with them. Of course you fucking can, but you have to change the thoughts that got you in an affair situation in the first place. That's why you're having one. Reacting is how I went no contact with him in the first place. We'll stop that, darling. What if we don't believe our affirmations because we keep hearing the negative thoughts? You won't believe them, darling. They're just thinking. We're not trying to believe them. If anyone's trying to believe them, you're really going to trip up. You can't form a belief on purpose. I know and completely understand now that he is back, that my thoughts perfectly reflect through him. Good, darling. I was thinking a lot about Neville today because it's Ash Wednesday. He's all of our Valentines. Oh, it's Ash Wednesday, is it? Oh, is it? Oh. When I would react, I would affirm, oh, he loves me crazy, haha, glad I've handled it now, good. What if we don't believe our affirmations because we keep hearing negative thoughts? Well, then you're fucking it, darling. I decided to go no contact with SP to work on self-concept, feeling really great. Do I break no contact or sit back? Monica, you're doing a whole lot of 3D shit that I don't recommend, and I don't teach that shit, and you're asking me about 3D shit, and I'm a manifestation coach. How the fuck am I going to teach you about this if you're not getting that I'm teaching you what to think? Why are you asking me? You've gone and done stupid 3D shit. Now you're asking me about 3D shit, and I'm a manifestation coach. Go and ask a dumb dating coach who teaches no contact because you are so triggered by your specific person from your triggers from childhood that you haven't changed. You haven't bothered to do anything about the triggers that made you so triggered that you went no contact with them. Now you're asking me from the place of the triggered you that's still a triggered bitch, what should I do? Should I contact them? Under no fucking circumstances, Monica, should you from the place of the old triggered bitch that caused you to break up with them and go no contact with them, under no circumstances should you be contacting them because you haven't fucking changed, Monica. So no, darling. You can sit back all you like, but are you changing your fucking thinking about yourself and then while you're fucking sitting back and doing nothing because you were listening to dumb dating coaches who told you to go no contact as if that was going to fucking help the you are? Watch all my content, please. You're fucking lost. Please don't ask me, what should I do? I've acted like a completely triggered bitch. I haven't done anything to change my thinking. Should I contact them? No, you dumb bitch. You're acting like a triggered bitch still. How do you think that's going to turn out? Oh, yeah, he's still going to think I'm the same bitch I was before because I'm acting and thinking like the same bitch I was before. No shit. You can go no contact all you like, guys, but are you still the same old bitch you were before? Do you still think they're the same old asshole they were before? How is doing anything going to change that shit? Please watch all my content if you're lost. How can we fix not getting triggered so easily? You trigger yourself. You can't fix it out here. You can only fix you. What are you thinking that's causing the trigger? They don't want me. That means it's a third party. That means you're giving the meaning. I go in depth about this in the video I just dropped in the squad for the challenge. Come and join it, guys. It will really help. All right, guys, I'm going to go soon. My brother called me and mirrored my internal thoughts so I know what I'm thinking. Oh, good, darling, good. What's the difference between reaction and responding? Well, responding requires you to think first. Reaction just comes from your gut. I can't help myself. I'm thinking undeniably, even though communication that he doesn't want me. I don't know what that means, darling. I think I do things wrong. Even if I don't react in 3D, it's all in my head second guessing. Well, then you're going to fuck it, darling, because you keep thinking you're going to do it all wrong. Start saying, I don't do anything wrong. They don't think I do things wrong. Everything I do is right. Everything I do with you is right. Working through Worthy as Fuck for Love, keeping track and thinking new. Good, darling, good. Guys, Worthy as Fuck for Love is my advanced love course if you want to go and do that to really help you. Yay, I've been binging all your videos. So happy to catch you live. Oh, wonderful. All right, guys, I'm going to go soon. So, guys, please come and join the Love Challenge. Don't be thrown by whatever happened today on Valentine's Day, or if you're watching this back on YouTube probably yesterday. Understand that you created whatever happened. If it was shitty and if it was good, you created that too. And know that you can change it and just go to the end and be the new you now who's got their end now. Don't be thrown by what's happened. Don't react either externally or internally, and become the new you as much as you possibly can and persist so you get to the end of loved and wanted by your specific person, whether this day or the end of the year or fucking tomorrow. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. See you in the squad. Bye.